Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. Today, I'm just gonna talk, okay? Because I think I have something that I want to kind of give a PSA to the community, okay? A little shock to the community, okay? Now listen, if you know me about my style of zombies, you know that I love Easter eggs. I am an Easter egg player at heart, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I love the Easter eggs in games. It's my favorite. It is the go, right? So I've never been too worried about the high rounds, and every time I rank maps, I don't really worry about the high rounds. And I think you kind of can tell that with my tier list. Like, my tier list is my favorite zombie map Easter eggs. You know, I go to 9 and Ancient Evil and Marauder Toten and Terminus and Origins, and great map that have great Easter eggs. Those are really ones that hit the top. I don't really worry about high rounds, and that's why I don't have other maps kind of singled high, like D Machine or maybe something like the Reese. Like, that's why I don't have it as high. I've been able to beat Ashes of the Dam co-op, right? 4 people. I was taught by my friends, shout out to you guys, other YouTubers, and then I actually beat it solo. And I also didn't beat it in Curse yet. So I know that, you know, maybe that's a conversation, and that's kind of, but that's just kind of like my opinions on it. I have beat it solo, I've beat it with 4P, I haven't beat it on Cursed yet. So that's important to talk about. But here's what I will say. I'm looking at the boss fight. I'm looking at the setup, and I beg Treyach, please do not nerf it. Do not nerf this fight, please. And I'm gonna talk to you and explain why. I'm gonna put the fight in the background, okay? Here's the fight that I have right now. It's footage of me beating it with my 4P, okay? Honestly, because I think that right now it's more manageable in 4-player, way more manageable. And even though in solo it's really difficult, we'll get to solo because I think I have different opinions based off of co-op and solo. We'll talk about it. I think the biggest 2 complaints that people have with this boss fight is the amount the truck gets hit and takes damage. And I think the second one is the fact that the rockets during his rocket phase can one-hit you without Jug, which I think both is a valid take. With this fight, and as I'm looking at it right now, the most valid take is the truck one, because you do take a ton of damage with the truck. But I also want to ask you, if there wasn't a ton of going on, if there wasn't a ton of damage that you have to take with this truck, I do wonder how easy the fight would be, especially in co-op. Because the whole point of this fight is you don't really take much damage while you're in the truck. You don't. If you get hit by a rocket in the truck, you take little damage, especially if you have armor, which makes sense because the truck acts as a shield, and it's so impossible to get rid of those rockets. But when you're on foot, you take a fuck ton of damage, and the pathing for the rockets is really good. You can't just run straight. The rockets will come in front of you. You have to run in a random kind of area. I know you get a very slight kind of head start, but man, it is very difficult to realize. I think this fight is executed perfectly. It is very hard. It is a difficult fight on co-op. You'll see right here, we're in this boss fight for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's a hard boss fight, and it's gonna be hard to be able to find strategies and stuff like that. But guys, it's a boss fight. It's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be a cakewalk. And if you are expecting a cakewalk boss fight, I know you guys are good players. I know there's some people that are great players. It's not supposed to be a cakewalk. It's supposed to be fair. And I think this fight is fair. I think that in co-op, it's very fair. I think that you have time. God damn it. I think you have time to be in the truck and destroy its charge shots before you have to hide behind a pillar. I think you have time to do those things. I think every time you hit it and the fact the bottom opens up for critical shots is fair. The fight is fair in co-op. It's a boss fight. It's supposed to be hard. The worst boss fights are the easy ones, in my opinion. Like, this fight without the difficulty and without you taking, you know, healing from other stuff, without you having damage to the truck, would just be too easy. So that's my number 1. That's at least with co-op. I think that it's balanced perfectly with co-op. So Treyach, please do not nerf this boss fight in co-op. Please don't. Please don't. Now let's get to solo. This is a completely different story. I do think that in solo, it's a bit unfair. And I think the reason is because there is no real method to replacing your truck, repairing your truck, without using some ability. This fight needs to be doable without gobblegums. It is so hard without gobblegums to do this fight because of the truck. If you down in this fight, and let's say you don't get Jug, the fight's over. Jug is crushing this fight. It is. So you have to bring in Gobblegums after Taste. You're in co-op, so you need to bring in near-death experience. Like, you're in solo. You got to bring in some Gobblegums for this fight. And I think that when the truck gets destroyed and you need to repair it, I don't think that there is enough leeway for you to do so. Because every time you do repair it, you have to use Ether Shroud. Or you have to throw a Gersh. And even when you do that, the boss is going to be shooting you with rockets, you get 2 hit down. So I think there needs to be a way to either repair the truck faster or to not have so much going on while you're repairing it. And I know what you're going to be thinking. Stuart, Legend, it's your fault for the truck repairing in the first place. There's plenty of heal pods around. You have to bash him. It's your fault. Guys, you are not going to beat this fight without having the truck die at least a couple of times. It's not happening. Maybe it happens when we find some crazy strategy down the line. Right now, it's not happening. You can't win this fight without Gobblegums. It's facts. It's factual. You will not win this fight without Gobblegums. I mean, it's just true. And especially when you do lose the truck and the boss can pick up the truck and throw it at you, that's just more time for zombies to spawn. More time for you to not be able to have the ability to get the truck. So I think that this fight on only solo should have some sort of method where you won't get hit by rockets as soon as the truck dies. Because that's usually what happens. Your truck dies, they go to the rocket step. Every single time I feel like that happens that way. On solo, I would like one of two things to be this fix. The first fix I would like is to have the truck either have more health. What I mean by more health is maybe not have it be stronger, like it can take as many hits. I think what you should do is have more healing pods around the map. On solo, like reward players for using the boss arena to get healing pods. I know there's a couple, but maybe after every bash, a new healing pod should spawn. Or maybe like that's the method you should use for it. I think that is a much better method than anything else that I think is kind of very. I know it's nice to just say, hey, let's buff the damage of the truck. I understand that that might be the method for some people, but I don't think I like that as much. I think that we should do something better. And my second idea is, if you don't want to fuck with the truck so much in that sort of aspect, why don't we just have it to where in solo, the pathing of the boss won't shoot rockets at you for the first 25-30 seconds after the truck gets swing. I get that it's zombies and you need zombies and that the zombies can hit you. And I get that it will be more convenient for players, but there still needs to be a boss fight in, version of it. I think that my best idea is that healing buff idea that you should just have more heal pods. I think that's a better idea. But overall, I love the boss fight. I love the difficulty of it. I love the arena. I love the whole spectacle of it. I think it's fantastic. Fantastic. I love the truck use in it. And I hope that we get bosses as good as this later in the game. I know that they always ball out with the first map, and that's always the peaks of a lot of games. But I hope it isn't the case here. Like, I think that there will be more great maps going along with it as well. But Treyach, just please don't nerf the boss fight. At least in co-op. Keep it in co-op and just nerf the truck aspect in solo. Nerf the aspect of if the truck is broken down, you actually have an opportunity to build it up without having to use Gobblegums. You want variety in the boss fight. You want players to use Frenzy Guard. You want them to use Healing Aura, use Energy Mine, use Mr. Peaks. But with this boss fight, Ether Shroud is a must on all cases. I also want to say that a lot of people that are complaining need to realize that there is an Ether Shroud glitch where when you have extra charge, it won't be in the boss fight. I want people to realize that, so that is important to say. But man, I love this boss fight, and I kind of made this video to say, hey, do not nerf the boss fight in co-op. Just nerf the mitigation damage after the truck explodes in solo. But that's all I have for you guys today, man. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. I want to just come on here and talk about this boss fight. I love it. I think it's one of the best boss fights of all time. It might even be the best boss fight of all time. Like, I am that high on it. I think it's so fucking good. I think it's such a fun fight with so many unique attacks. And I think that on co-op, it's perfect. Keep it the way it is. And it's a real challenge. But on solo, please, 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 all you gotta do is just nerf the truck damage. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.